optimistic. All I needed was a little push.
Right. So, Daniel, hi, this is Sonal. I'm from US, of course. As you know, I live in Boston from quite some time, and I'm HR professional. I'm quite passionate, and I want to help students. And whenever people see, struggling through the immigration and everything, I like to help them. So, thank you for joining my channel.
My pleasure, Sandra.
Absolutely. So every country, I'm from India, and every country feels that F1 visa interview is difficult for their home country. So now that you are from area, we wanted to hear it from you. What do you think, and how you prepared for your F1 visa and your master? Tell something about your background, what you did in your graduation, how much years of experience you have, and then why did you think about doing masters?
Okay, thank you very much. So now I am from Nigeria, but I am studying in Romania.
You are basically from Nigeria
Yes,
and you're studying in Romania.
yeah.
That's interesting.
I moved for my master's degree in Romania.
Oh, wow. So you did your
Yeah, that
bachelor's in architecture in
Nigeria.
Nigeria, and
Yeah,
then you moved for your master's in Romania.
yes. And it's just a year that I moved into Romania.
Okay, and then you are doing your master's in marine engineering, you said, right?
Yes.
So why did you opt for marine engineering after architecture? Can you tell a little bit more about that, and why did you choose Romania?
Okay, I chose Romania because I have friends in Romania
Mm-hmm.
that are studying marine engineering and naval architecture.
Wow.
So yeah, I got the information about the school from my friend, and I made a lot of research, and I was able to come up with facts that made me apply for marine and naval architecture
Mm-hmm.
in this particular institution.
Okay.
So when I came here, because of the admission protocols, the regulation states that when they have only 3 students or 4 students,
Okay.
then they should get lecturers that will take them in English section. But if they have only 1 student, then the only student should study with the Romanian. So when I came into the country, I was the only admitted student in English section. So I was moved to the Romanian section. I couldn't cope. I was moved back to English section, but in another faculty. Instead of the faculty I got admission, I was moved into marine engineering. So that was how I
Oh.
found myself in marine engineering.
Oh, that's interesting. Wow. So it's because of the language. So they have like language classes, and most
Yes,
of the education is in the Romania, in their own
yes.
country. And did you like marine engineering or no?
Marine engineering is an interesting course, but it's a sharp deviation from my course of interest.
Absolutely. I wanted to understand. So when you applied for architecture, it was masters in architecture, but they moved you to marine engineering. And
Yes.
when you moved from Nigeria to Romania, did you also kind of, estimated the amount of expenses that you need to do? You went or you got a scholarship when you went to Romania?
Of course, I did my estimates, and it was in rounds of 10,000 euro. My parents are my sponsors.
So after 1 year, you realized that this is not your interest, and then you started thinking about masters in architecture in United States.
So after 6 months, I
After six
realized,
months. Okay.
yes, I realized it wasn't the right direction. So I decided to give it extra 6 months to know if I can adjust, but I couldn't.
Okay.
So I decided to,
Understood. Understood. That's okay, but at least you understood that this is not your field, right? Rather than
yeah,
completing and coming under pressure. So there was no pressure from your parents that because you've
exactly.
already chosen Romania, you please complete that now, don't quit the course. No?
No, no.
No, your parents are very supportive. That's really good. Good. So now tell me, how did you prepare for your, masters in architecture here? Like which universities you applied in United States, and did you take any counselor for your help to prepare for your statement of purpose, application process? How did you go about this entire process?
Process started in March this year, 2020. I said I have friends who are alumni of the university,
Mm-hmm.
and I was able to see lots of things they've done since they graduated from the university. I was impressed. So because of that, I decided to apply. And I also have a friend who is also a student. A student in the same university, also in civil engineering.
Okay.
So because of what I saw him do a lot of times, I also needed to do such things. So I went on to ask how they were able to get into the school. I made my research. I was able to, I met some lecturers, got their contacts, was able to communicate them, asking them if they have specialization in organic architecture and landscaping. This is my area of specialization. This is where I want to, focus on. And, architecture is a faculty, but I just want to study organic architecture because of the nature of my country. So because of that, I had a lot of promises. Some lecturers promised to guide me. Some said, no problem, we're going to help you out and all that. So I was enthusiastic. I was very happy to apply. And coming back to your question, I didn't apply to so many universities. I applied to one because all I wanted was in the university.
Okay. So you decided that you only wanted to go to this university
Yes,
because you
yes,
did research about the courses and everything. And you
yes,
also connected with the faculties beforehand.
yes.
How much was your GRE and TOEFL score? Normally, this is a question people always have in mind. So what was your GRE and TOEFL score?
I didn't write GRE or TOEFL.
No? So this
No,
course
I
doesn't
didn't.
require GRE TOEFL?
They do. I wrote to the SO stating the fact that the language of instruction in my own native country is in English, and
Uh-huh.
I have proof. So with that, I was admitted.
They do. They do require.
Yeah,
This university does require GRE TOEFL.
yes,
But how
they
did
do.
they waive it for you then?
Because I have evidence that the language of instruction for 3 years had been in English. Evidence.
Okay.
So it was considered.
Okay. And you don't have to give GRE? No?
Or
Wow.
maybe later, subsequently, maybe for my PhD, if need arises.
Wow. Yeah, that's interesting. So basically you're saying the university needs GRE TOEFL, but because of your specific submissions that you did
Yes,
for the English courses that you had, they didn't require you to submit these
yeah,
courses, this
yes.
course. Wow.
Mhm.
That's something new for me as well, and I'm sure people who are watching, for them also it's interesting to know that they can submit this 3 years of English language course that you were having waived off your TOEFL, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me more about the courses that you said that you're looking for organic architecture, and that is something new, and there are, I'm sure many students who are in architecture who want to do masters in architecture would like to come and understand more about this organic architecture. Can you tell more about organic architecture and the scope, and how did you do the research about that and the landscape architecture that you're talking about?
Architecture is a faculty that has different departments. So when I was in my bachelor's, I had interest in natural things, and landscaping has to do with the terrain, how you maneuver the terrain, how you can be able to play with the environment to make it holistic and very beautiful. And organic architecture deals with creation of new things out of existing things without disturbing the course of the existing thing.
Wow.
I want to learn how to use natural things, design the environment without altering any natural thing. So I have the interest. Now, relating it to where I came from or where I'm coming from, Africa, we have a lot of natural materials, natural resources. We have a lot of trees. We have a lot of natural things. I want to get the knowledge in architecture, focusing more on landscaping and the organic part of landscaping, go back to my country and use the natural things that on a normal stance, nobody wants to use it to construct anything. I don't need to import a lot of things, lots of materials. I want to use the natural things to get a beautiful landscape
Mm-hmm.
that can attract people all over the world, to come and see what natural, you can use natural things to.
Now that you knew about the course, how did you go about preparing for your F1 visa?
F1 Visa, I had to read a lot of manuscripts. I read a lot of transcripts, watched a lot of YouTube videos, and that was where I got your contact
Absolutely.
from. Yeah, your YouTube. So I asked the question and you answered it. I said I need to ask more, so I followed up to the Facebook, and that was how I got your contact. So I prepared a lot. I took um, off for 2 weeks to study.
Mm-hmm.
I was studying because I had a lot of challenges that will normally or would border around circumstances. Like, why do you have to leave your country to go to Romania to apply for visa? Why do you want to leave an existing course of study to pursue another course of study? Why? A lot of why. So I needed
Absolutely.
to study more.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to study more to know the answers to give to them, to convince the consulate that, look, I deserve this and I want this. I read a lot. I saw a lot of movies. I saw a lot of, you know,
YouTube
tips.
videos.
Yeah, so I equipped myself.
Okay. So how long was your F1 visa interview?
It was something like 3 minutes or 4 minutes.
3, 4 minutes, that's it? So what question they asked you?
They asked me, where are you going to? I told them, I'm going to the United States. They asked me, why? For what reason? I said, to pursue my master's degree in architecture, concentrating on landscaping and organic architecture.
Mm-hmm.
They said, why landscaping and organic architecture?
Mm-hmm.
I explained to them with passion because right there I was passionate. I told them, because my country has a lot of natural resources that architects are not making use of. And if I can make use of these materials, I can help my country and I can draw tourists to my country.
Mm-hmm.
And the consulate was very happy, and she was very happy. She asked me, how long do you intend staying in the United States? I said, 2 years maximum to get the master's degree and come back. She is very interested to know if you would go back. Yes, she asked me, what are you doing in Romania? There's that question I was expecting. I told her, I'm studying here. She said, okay, why do you want to abandon the program here for another program?
Mm-hmm.
I told her, because um, here in Romania, I'm pursuing a degree that I don't have passion for.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to go for my passion. She was impressed. And she asked me, are you married? I told her, no, I'm not married.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, some of the questions she asked me. And my funding, how am I going to fund my stay in the United States? I told her I have sponsors. She asked me, do I have evidence from my sponsors? I said, yes, I have account statement from my sponsors. I have letter of affidavit. I have relationship letter that shows ties, that this person is my parents, this person is my parents, not just anybody. You know, I provided evidences. Said, do you have a right to stay here in Romania? I said, yes, I have a right to stay in Romania. I have my permit, my resident permit here in Romania. She also said, okay, can she see? I gave her. She saw it, and some other questions she asked, and I answered, and that was it. It was a short one.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
awesome. So this was quite a difficult interview for you because giving
yeah,
justification why you moved from Nigeria to
yeah,
Romania, why you're leaving
yeah,
existing course and then coming to United States was quite
yeah,
a, and I can imagine when you asked me this question, I'm not convinced. Now I understand why you were not convinced. Initially, I
yeah.
was thinking that you're from Romania because you asked me that I'm from Romania, but now I know that exactly you went from Nigeria to Romania and from Romania to United States. It's a long journey for you, and
Yeah,
to convince the consulate officer about this was really a task, and I think you did a good job. That's why you got the visa.
exactly what you told me to do. Exactly what you told me to do.
Uh-huh.
You told me I should make sure that I give her reasons to believe me, and I should also make sure that I present the whole thing with evidence. And I exactly did the same thing, and it was perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad that my help helped you to get there. I think
Thank
what
you.
you needed was the confidence, and I think
Yeah.
I only boosted your confidence. But
Hmm.
you were already convinced in your mind that yes, you want to come to United States. Only thing is,
Yeah.
1% doubt that you had, I just filled up that gap. That's what I feel.
Yeah.
But great job. Congratulations now that you're
Thank you
coming to
very much.
United States. Yeah, absolutely. My pleasure. Thank you very much. It's my pleasure that I could help you a little bit. So when you said she asked you about your marriage, that is the tricky question because people
Hmm.
normally get, failed in this question. And you said you have your
Yeah.
girlfriend. So you really have your girlfriend, and is she in Nigeria or is she in United States?
I have a girlfriend. She's in Nigeria.
Okay, okay. So I think that is one more reason that she was convinced that you will go back. You said that you had the financial statements and everything, and your parents are sponsoring you, right? So
Yeah.
what is the
Yeah.
cost of the course for 2 years for Masters in Architecture here?
1 year is $44,000.
Okay.
So they provided evidence for 1 year because the immigration regulations is at least for 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
So they provided evidence that would take me sponsorship or the financial capacity that would take me for at least 1 year.
1 year.
So
Okay.
yeah, they provided it.
Okay. So basically, your parents are sponsoring you, and you're not taking any loans, which is really
No, no.
awesome. So now, when are you planning to come here?
From 21st, from Monday, I might be on my way to the United States.
Oh, really? Okay. Which is
Yeah,
very close. Next next
yeah,
week, Monday, right?
yeah. Let's take
Wow.
Monday.
So you're all set, all prepared?
I'm set.
Okay. So you're not visiting Nigeria. Are you directly coming from Romania to United States?
No, no. I
Okay.
am not visiting Nigeria.
No. So have you also done the homework about your monthly expenses and how would you manage it here when you come here? And have you managed your pickup and everything from the airport?
From the airport, I already met my plans. I have my friends are in Houston. They will do the pickup from me.
Flight is directly to Houston, and from Houston, your friends will pick you up.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. And accommodation and everything, have you already looked at or
the accommodation, everything is settled. I've already made plans for that, and everything is fine.
I've done a lot of homework sitting in
Yeah,
Romania, before coming here, and you're all set here. You just have to land and you know everything here.
yeah.
That's really awesome. How much excited you are? I know you were so nervous before your F1 visa. So when you got your visa, what was your reaction? Did you expect that you will get it, or you were expecting that you will not get it? What was your reaction?
I am always optimistic.
Uh-huh, that's good.
Yeah, I'm always optimistic. All I needed was a little push, which you gave to me. You launched me, and I kept rolling. Which you gave to me. You launched me, and I kept rolling.
I'm so
So
glad. I'm so happy for you.
yeah,
Congratulations, really, Daniel. I'm
thank
really
you very
happy.
much.
And architecture is a great field.
Ah. Oh, nice, nice.
Awesome. You have anything to share because it was a very difficult interview for you, looking at your background and your
Yeah.
transitions, from different stages like Nigeria to Romania, Romania to United
Hmm.
States. So it was quite a
Yeah.
difficult journey, and it was quite a task to convince visa officer why you're changing your course when you're already doing one master's, pursuing in different country and again coming back here. So, do you have any message for, students who are preparing for their masters and are also, a little bit deviated like you by whatever circumstances? Do you have any message for them how they can be prepared for these things?
What I can tell some other students out there, especially those that would be facing or might have faced um, similar situation, having complicated situation, you can go for help. You can seek assistance. You can ask people question how to go about it because I did, and I was properly guided. I was given the other things I needed to be in good stand for what I am looking for. So, irrespective of the number of years you've been in the particular course you are studying right now, if it's not your passion, you can still make a change and turn. And what again I have to say for people that are going for their F1 visa, I would advise you to have enough confidence to own the interview because Sonia said it. She told me just try to own the interview, try to own the interview. Don't allow them to intimidate you. And I went there and I owned the interview. I gave her reasons. I made her feel possessed the interview. She was, well, she was just looking at me. So, oh, so what I can say is don't be intimidated. Okay, they are not thieves. They just want to know if you really know what you are coming to the US to do. So don't be shy, don't be timid, don't be nervous. Own it and become the boss of the interview. And it will surprise you how impressive that would come out for you because the consulate will be very happy to see someone that knows what he or she is going to the United States to do. They don't want to accumulate liabilities everywhere. So
Absolutely.
when you speak with confidence and you give them reasons to believe, they will definitely give you the visa. It's they look at you and they feel this guy has some skeletons hiding inside the cupboard. He has some motives that he doesn't want to reveal. And sorry, they will reject you outrightly. So
Absolutely.
you have to come with full confidence. We have good confidence and come, and then you have the visa.
Absolutely. Well said.
And
That's
you have
true.
to seek assistance from Sonel. always.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Absolutely, my
yeah,
pleasure. Anytime now. You're coming to US, so you would be in the not same time zone. You would be in Texas, but you can always reach out to me anytime for any questions. But
no
very well
problem.
said. Body language, your confidence, and what you think, they can really judge you very well.
Mhm.
So well that you were prepared. When you asked me this question, I'm not convinced. The thing that I said, you need to be convinced yourself first why
Yeah,
you're going. Then only you can convince others. And I think you did a very good job about that. And the facts that you are saying, you have to be confident, and you have to be convinced why you're going. And another thing that you also could convince is why you want to go back to your home country. So I think all these three things,
yeah.
definitely helped you to get your visa. And,
Mhm.
I'm really proud of your achievement, and I'm sure you and
Thank
your
you very
parents
much.
are also proud of your achievement. So we look
Yeah.
forward to see you in United States. It's a new journey for you, and I'm sure you
Thank
would
you.
love your course. You're getting admission to the
Mhm.
course of your passion, which is
Yeah.
organic architecture. So you would do very well. Let's keep
Mhm.
in touch, and if you need anything, please ping me. Feel free to call me or anytime. So thank you
Thank
for
you very
joining
much.
my channel, and wish you good luck, Daniel.
Thank you very much, Sonia.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having me.
Thank you.